Good morning, Turtle Club. It is just a minute right before 8 o'clock. 3 minutes according to my phone. Boy, time is funny, isn't it? Time is one of those things that we would suspect everywhere is the same, but we would be wrong. Time zones, big deal, you know. But what we're doing today is our Free on Mobile Friday. It is our last stream of the Free on Mobile Friday series. In September, we will be changing that. And you notice I mentioned that this is the last stream, and you may be aware that there's yet another Friday, but that's the weekend where I will be turning 39. And so as that's my birthday, it has been tradition for this channel, I will be out of streaming for about a week. We will presume that the first Friday in September is the stream that will be coming back, but I can't swear it. But today we found another free app in the App Store. We had intended to make this Fortnite. Not getting into the politics of everything right now, but Fortnite is currently removed from the Apple App Store due to some situation going on with a couple of companies discussing terms in the App Store. So instead, I was looking through, and this looked kind of like my speed of game to play. So it's called Arks, and we're going to pull it up. I would presume we're not going to allow it to send us any notifications because notifications interrupt our day. But we're going to presume by the title that this is some kind of idle adventure type game. It does not appear to support changing our camera angle. Okay. So, Chapter 1, After the Flood. Huh. Let's see what kind of music or sound we got here. Rafts. Splendid ship begins with just one raft. Build. So, apparently... Interesting. Okay. So we have some crafting materials, clearly. Okay, so we tap on to get some crafting materials. Interesting. We swim. So this looks like a version of the Steam game Raft. Is what it looked like when I was looking at the App Store. But it looked like it was more like a survival kind of crafting game, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Carrots. It says we can't build it because we don't have the ability to build it, but we do see some wood there. Oh, that's some Michael Bay level lens flare right there. We may not be able to put up with that much. Okay, so now we can build the carrots. Interesting. So we can change that camera angle, but we still can't tilt our phone sideways. Alright. New rafts unlock. So carrots produce wood every so often, it seems. Do. And so we harvest our little tree. That'd be kind of interesting, right? To have just a tree growing out of a raft. That would be kind of some weird root system. And what's it say here? It says we can actually build a torch with 2.4K. Wow, that's a lot of wood. 8 out of 18 rafts, so I don't know why it was guiding me here other than saying, hey mag. And of course, it's free, so if we were to watch an ad, we would be able to find that pot of gold. As we are streaming, ads are going to be a very big negative for any kind of Free on Mobile Friday game we play. Oh, there's a person. Can we save a human being without watching an ad? Hey, I'm all for that. We're able to save a person, and that actually makes life a lot better in my opinion. New survival, normal. I used to live on the Nile. Okay. So it's wanting us to build torches. It's wanting us to build a captain room. And our guys are one single group of people, apparently. What's that? Is that a little turtle out there? Nope. Okay. It might be, but apparently it's not. Oh, there's some wood. So it looks like these guys work like any kind of actual craft management system. And... oh, so I can actually toggle between what we're doing here. Okay. And then someone needs to harvest these carrots because they look like they're harvestable. Maybe not. Alright, so... at this point, we're waiting to see if we can build the torch or we can build the captain's quarters. Hey, Shadow. Welcome. Good morning to you today on Free on Mobile Friday. Gotta admit, this is not entirely what I was expecting when I saw this. Alright, so what's this do here? Oh, we have Ivril. I used to live on the Nile. And Adam. An apple a day keeps eating away. Okay, well, Adam? He's eating your younger sister, maybe? Rafts. So, we can build more raft, it says. Interesting. And of course, the game wants to remind us that if we watch an advertisement, things can happen faster. Now, probably aware, Turtle Club, that advertisements are how a lot of these games get their money's worth. And when we're playing by ourselves, when we're playing not on camera, when we're playing in a situation where YouTube's not going to yell at us for putting some other advertiser on the screen, we absolutely watch the ads. We absolutely support the developers. And we believe that if you are playing such a game with mechanics, you should be doing so without an ad blocker, without what they call a pie hole. That's a very popular hardware device these days that you can build fairly inexpensively that will block all types of advertisements. We believe that you should absolutely, treat some people to what they want to do. Now, one selling to next map after. This is interesting. I would dare say that we probably need to really worry about being able to build a paddle at this point. Because, yeah. Okay, well, we can build a torch, so I don't see why we wouldn't. If the game wants us to build things, who are we to say no? Overall production. Oh. Interesting. So that actually speeds up our production. The amount of wood that we're able to come up with. And if we catch another person just kind of, floating in this wonderful giant swimming pool kind of structure we have, then perhaps we'll save them and they'll be able to help us do other things. I don't remember the paddle costing so much. It looks like, though, that... so the paddle and... yeah, the paddle costs 7K here. So we can actually make 2 paddles. And at 18 pieces of raft, which we have to have a captain's quarters before we can get to that point. So it really looks like we need the captain room. So getting driftwood like that, very key to this. Because it's the largest there. Just realized it's all water. Yeah, I will admit that as far as graphics go, this is some very simplistic, basic stuff. And it's okay, you know. We have played text adventures before. We have played DOS games from the 80s, in the 80s, and we've played DOS games from the 80s in the last year. So graphics aren't 100% a be-all, end-all for us. But they do need to at least clear the threshold of, do I know what I'm looking at? And for the most part, this hits that threshold. But it lacks a little bit. Let's see where we are on this map. Did we move at all on this map? We have moved, like, not at all on this map. And I'm touching on this map. It doesn't seem like it does anything. I'm presuming once we get, like, oars and paddles and all that kind of stuff, then we'll be able to sort of not just drift. The glowing things on the water, one would presume are stars being reflected, but as all I can do is look down at the raft, I can't swear it. Yeah, it is good for a mobile game. I mean, this is on an iPhone 6, so it's not even a, you know, what are they up to, like 11 or 12 these days? So this is an old iPhone, and it actually, you know, it gets the job done. It makes calls, it plays games. Not that that's something that your phone needs to be able to do, but you know, and the graphics are pretty spot on. You know, there's some really good games here on mobile. We've played quite a few over the last 2 months. Not all of them are winners, right? we had one we deleted off our phone pretty early. Oh, we can build our cabin now. What does the cabin look like? I'm going to guess it's a block. New rafts unlock. Overall production. Whoa, that is quite the sizable cabin. I can see why they're expecting us to be able to build more rafts. Because, goodness. Yeah. Alright. So I think our next thing we're going to save up for looking at this, you know, crafting and everything. Probably looking at the tree as the next upgrade. On our little floating spaceship. Oh, that's unfortunate, Shadow. You know, Digrat and I have played Pokemon Go for a while, and it's not a bad game if you've got a lot of places you can actually, well, go. And for the most part, we got some places we can go when we play, but world sort of not in the best. What's the word I'm looking for? Not the best climate to be going, wow, they really want me to get these treasure chests. Look at this. Can I tell it to cancel each of these? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh. So that splashing noise appears to absolutely... Oh, there's a bottle. Okay, that was not a turtle we saw earlier. That was a bottle of some sort. Every ship needs a port because waves never get tired. Okay. I guess that was some kind of dad joke, which was too dad jokey for me even. See, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I used to play it. I used to play Pokemon Go for a couple of park walks that Digrat and I did. And then it got really, really just hot. Like, Georgia, love it to death. They have multiple seasons, unlike Oklahoma, which has Well, there's 4 seasons in Oklahoma. There's summer, there's winter, and then there is not summer and winter that happens in between summer and winter. So I guess there's 3 seasons. Like, it's unbearably cold, and then it's kind of nice for about a week or two, and then it's just bone crushing hot. Like, I don't know how one would get crushed by heat, but Oklahoma manages it. And so it really wasn't something that we could participate really well in Oklahoma. So when we moved to Georgia, we were kind of like, okay, we can do Pokemon Go a little bit better, a little bit more. And lo and behold, no, not really, not 24/7, not every, not every year or every month or every week, because some of these summers here in Georgia get just really bad heat wise. So supposedly this is an idle game, and technically, because you're little dudes, do in fact, I thought that was the chest I was trying to tap on that popped up. I missed the dad joke, but but it gets unbearably hot around here, to where you just can't really go out and do anything. At least me, like I think that's the bigger part problem of it is my asthma, and the humidity here are not on speaking terms. Oh, here we are talking and just grinding away on stuff, and not only did we manage to, we'll just upgrade that because it's a better upgrade. We talked ourselves up to carrots. But and for a while, when I worked in the office, there was a stop that it wasn't far away. Like, if I got up and walked across the building, which was about a good 2-minute walk for me, I'd be able to catch about 2 stops. And that was because the way Wi-Fi and AT&T and its GPS and all that, the way that all kind of connects together, it was a little off. Can I upgrade the cabin? Perhaps not. Okay, so let's go look at our upgrades we have. Yeah, I think our next upgrade prudently would be the tree, and then the 2 paddles. Hope everybody's having a good week this week. Mine's been pretty good. First humans arrived in Australia around 45,000 BC. Interesting. A little fact. But I've had a good week. We played Pokemon on Monday. Tuesday I did some responsibility stuff. We played Kingdom Hearts yesterday. Or not yesterday, Wednesday. And that is absolutely a great game. We wound up playing way beyond 9 o'clock for a number of reasons. It does have save points. So that means you're not allowed just to save whenever you have the urge to save. But we got so wrapped up and so involved with it that we just kind of Uno mossed our way to playing a lot longer. We can almost get that tree. Still kind of upsetting that it does not let us turn this sideways. That's a thing that I did iOS development for a while, back in 2014, 2013, using it's called Coco's 2D, doing 2D design. And it's really simple, like ridiculously simple, to be able to program your game to be able to turn sideways. It doesn't take all that much. The fact that there are some games that just won't put forth that effort, some I get, some I understand. This I don't. Like, maybe if the if the raft were like 3 times what the size it is, and maybe eventually it will, and so they're just preemptively saying no. The fountain of the deep broke open. Okay. That's some flotsam. That's some treasure chesty stuff that we don't want. Do 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 do. But yeah, we did some Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday. Now, one thing I was not aware of is the artist for the opening song for Kingdom Hearts has a separate copyright claim on it. Now, on the bright side, the actual artist who has done that song is 100% cool with people streaming the game with the title song. The not so bright side is they only allow you to stream it with that song providing they get full creative control over your ads. And one of the things that we do here at Convertible Turtle Gaming, is we don't discuss religion, we don't discuss politics, and we do our very, very best to keep that out of our community, because we believe we know everybody can't agree on the same things. But, if we do at least come together for things we do agree on, like video games, having a good time, treating each other with respect, then I feel like we can accomplish a lot of stuff on this channel. We get a great community that way. And one of the ways that we've managed to do that, in my opinion, for the number of years we have, is by making sure that the advertising stays as minimum as possible. And so one of the things we're going to have to do for future on the Kingdom Hearts streams, you must build a boat. Gene Seas. That's interesting. It seems very like they're playing on Genesis, which is weird. I don't know what's going on with all that. But so for future streams, instead of doing what we normally would do on a series like that, on a game like that, and simply playing the game from the title screen onward, we'll have to load up our game and just go from there. So 20% on that. Boy howdy, I wonder if the ads on here really reload that fast, or if they're hoping I'll simply tap on one. Paddle your boat to move on. To reach the relics, we must set a sail. This is looking like there's an end point to this game. Or at least a chapter select or chapter switch. We'll play through. It's idle games I like to be able just to sit down and walk away from. Occasionally. It's one of those things that I like to do at the end of a day. Like I'm about to go to bed, there's an idle game that I can... the storm only comes to teach you to sell your ship. Okay. That's weird. See, it's like there's these really weird story / tutorial / I don't know things in these bottles. But I do know that they have me trained to tap on bottles now because they have dad jokes in them. Wow. That was so many treasure chests just stacked up together. That's just bad code. That was really bad RNG. But we'll play all the way until we get the sail. We'll get the boat to be as symmetrical as this game will allow. Unfortunately, they, for some reason, decided that they had to make the cabin not symmetrical and not make the torches symmetrical, but that's okay. Our minor amount of OCD will forgive them for that. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts was fun. I'm looking forward to playing it next Wednesday. Pokemon, of course. Well, actually, we won't be playing next Wednesday, as we mentioned. Next week. Oh, wait, no. Scratch that, reverse that. Next week we'll be here. On Wednesday we'll be streaming, but on Friday we won't. So Pokemon next Monday. Kingdom Hearts next Wednesday. Tomorrow will be our Serene Saturday stream where we play hopefully something better than this. And still kind of in the same kind of mellow, laid back way of things. Well, it's beginning to look like the driftwood coming up here is so much so that we could do for a third guy on our boat. And of course, Sunday, everybody will be playing on the Epic Ragnarok server. We actually have 3 people playing on that right now. Looking forward to as many as we can get on there. It is currently in beta. Once we do get the server hammered down a little bit more, we'll be wiping it and starting fresh. That way the people that are testing and getting to find out some of the interesting stuff ahead will get a little bit of advantage when we actually start the actual quote-unquote season on the server. But they won't be starting from a huge spot. Everything here's looking pretty good. But as has happened in the past a little bit, Turtle Club, games like this on our free Friday streams, we sometimes play for an hour if it's a really cool, exciting game. Sometimes we only play for half an hour. In this game, especially with the dad joke bottles repeating what they're saying, this looks like, unfortunately, it's a good mobile game. It's a good idle game. If you're just looking for something that you can, again, sit down and play it. Am I Noah? I don't know. I would say that if I am Noah Shadow, I'm off to a really bad start. The story of Noah involves him having 2 of every animal, and the only thing that I have 2 of on this boat are paddles and people, and so there's some issues there. I really don't know. And what's really weird is I started off at the very beginning of the game. There's very little story. You just are on a hillside or a mountainside, and there's a little raft that kind of floats by, and you put the person on the raft, and there you go, and that's it. So I don't know. I really don't know. I do know that once we get to 9K and we get the cell on here, we will be seeing what all happens there, but I don't believe this stream, unfortunately, Turtle Club is long for the hour-long mark today. Alright, here we go. Small cell. That looks like our progress bar is about to update to 100. Somehow we got 5 purple gems. I have no clue how that happened. Apparently ways like that. Okay. And now we can skip ads and get other stuff. Sale. Okay. This is kind of cute. With the row your boat thing going on in the background. Okay. If you didn't know that this was water, you could still think this was flying somehow. I mean, with the birds flying in the air and everything else. Okay, that's interesting. Looks like some kind of dog? Or person? Is this a third person? It is a third person. Shem. He's a reliable father is better than all the others. Okay. New area unlocked. New survivors unlocked. Oh, chicken survivors. Interesting. And then we are beamed up by a giant spaceship of some sort. We're in a glass bottle. Okay. I have no words. I don't even know. I really don't at this point. You guys don't want me to rate you. We'll say later. And we still get 40 gems for saying no. Alright. Wow. Okay. So, let's go here and see what happens. Alright. Well, Turtle Club, this is Idle Arks, and you know, we rate a lot of things on this channel at times. We usually dollar amount, typically. You know, if we have $1 put into the game, we expect to get an hour's worth of entertainment. $5, we expect like 5 hours. And once we get to the $60 range, we're expecting, you know, 60 plus hours. So this is free. So the question we always kind of have to ask ourselves is, well, what does free get us? Free gets us a lot of things, but if we look here, look at this. An ad-free package, a penguin package. I don't foresee myself getting enough enjoyment out of this. Look, we just played for half an hour, and we have 55 gems. They're wanting us to basically spend $1 for half an hour of boost. I don't foresee that as a win-win. I don't. I mean, if we were to look at the ad-free, which has a horrible, yeah, that's, yeah. We so you know, we played for free gets us dad jokes and confusion. Yes, absolutely, free is getting us dad jokes and confusion, and you know, I apologize, guys, for what we just saw on the screen there. We're absolutely deleting the game here. Deleted the app, all of its data gone. There is honestly, for that, for free, you know, we could get much better games like Zmei, Summoner's War. Ark is so much better. Pocket Camp is so much better. Seabeard was great. I mean, look at all these other free games that we have on here. The number of free games that are out there that do things so much better than what we just played is insurmountable at this point. You got to be to be a free game in the App Store, and they're all ad supported, right? Pocket Gamp's got microtransactions. Soda Dungeon's got microtransactions. Now they don't have dad jokes. A couple of the ones over here in the Homescapes, Gardenscapes Township, Fishdom universe, there's some dad jokes there, but I don't know. If you're looking for a mobile game that's an idle game, Soda Dungeon, absolutely Soda Dungeon. It's so much better. Nico Zmei is close as you can get to an idle game. Idle Arks, I don't recommend it. How it's one of the top 20 in the App Store right now, I couldn't even say. So, Turtle Club, I'm going to take a break from all of that. I'm going to have myself a good night in about half an hour or so. I think I'm going to watch myself some TV for a bit. And, that's been something that we've been kind of thinking about doing, too, is like a watch party or something like that. I don't know how we would still accomplish that, but it's something I'm kicking around. If you guys have any ideas for that, let us know in the comments or let us know in our Discord. If you like what you see, of course, always drop a like. But yeah, man, that was a weird way to spend 30 minutes. I always try to give a game, free games especially, half an hour of my time, just to make sure that it's not like because it's trying to teach me more than I care about. But in this case, it just wasn't that. But Turtle Club, it was fun hanging out with all you guys out there. Lurk Squad, you know who you are. YouTube tells me how many of you are out there. Shadowed, the Supreme Lurker, talking with us today. Really appreciate that too, man. Tomorrow will be another serene Saturday, and we will see what serenity brings us. Sunday will be some Ark Survival Evolved. Monday will be Pocket Monster Monday, where we take on the next gem. And then Wednesday, back to Mag's Adventures in the Magical Kingdom. So, thank you all for watching. Have yourself a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, have yourself a good one. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And thanks for watching. Take care.